Guys, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we're going to talk about marketing, the difference between proactive and reactive marketing, because this is very, very important if you want to be a real estate investor. Marketing is the lifeblood of an investor, right? Especially if you want to be a wholesaler. If you're not a high-level marketer, you are never going to make it as a wholesaler, because wholesaling is marketing. And it's really confusing to me because everywhere I go, all the time, people come up to me and say, Connor, I want to change my life. I want to be a millionaire from real estate. I want to wholesale houses, make millions of dollars and quit my job and live my dream. I'm like, great. How hard are you willing to work to get it? What are you willing to do? What type of sacrifices? Are you serious? And they say, well, yeah, I am. I've been struggling for a little bit. I just don't like marketing. And I don't like doing this direct mail stuff. I don't want to have to learn it. I don't want to have to learn how to do internet marketing. I don't like doing signs. And I'm like, well, okay. What else is there, they say? And I'm like, well, do you have a bunch of money, like millions of dollars laying around that you can just go buy real estate with? And they say, no. I say, well, you don't have a choice. You have to learn this. Guys, are you serious? Because if you're not an entrepreneur. And I hope a lot of people that think they want to jump in to become successful, because right now entrepreneurship is sexy, right? It's that big buzzword and everyone wants to say they're an entrepreneur. They want the title of entrepreneur, or title of real estate investor, or title of real estate agent. But they don't want to have to do what it takes to get that title of CEO, right? It takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of sacrifice, because what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone that takes their time, energy, and money and puts it all on the line and takes a huge risk, jumping into an unknown world they know nothing about and trying to figure out all the skills that are necessary to be successful, like some of these on the board behind me, some of these marketing strategies for buyers, sellers, JV partners, and you're jumping into real estate, and they try to figure out all these different skills before they run out of time, energy, and money. Because if they can't, they're done. They're out of business, they're bankrupt. Most people are just not serious. And how do you know they're not serious? Because they watch too much TV. And we'll go through these guys step by step, because these are the main things I see holding people back. TV is the biggest destroyer of dreams, the biggest destroyer of future, relationships, businesses, guys. TV has destroyed more, and I would argue this any day, that it's destroyed more lives than even drug addiction, right? The TV addiction is the most serious problem that we're dealing with today in the modern world, and it's because of this. It takes away all your time, and it's basically a replacement of your thoughts. If you sit there in one spot, static, staring forward, watching a TV, staring off into the distance, right? Because if you've ever watched yourself watch TV, this is the quickest way to quit watching TV, guys. Take out a video camera, videotape yourself watching yourself watch TV, and it'll help you realize how much of your life you're wasting. Especially if you're watching the same show more than once, or the same movie more than once, guys, there could not be a bigger waste of your life. And most people, studies say, watch 5 to 6 hours of TV a day. They go to work and they come home and they watch TV for the rest of the night, then they wake up and do it again. Stop wasting your life. At least don't go tell people that you're serious about being an investor or an entrepreneur and watch a lot of TV every day, guys. You have to get rid of this. If you're watching 5 hours of TV a day and you're not willing to cut this down from 5 hours to at least 1 hour, you're not serious about being an investor. So don't go crying and whining when you're not becoming successful, because this is why. If you took every hour that you've watched TV in the past, I don't know, your entire life, and took those hours back and put that towards something that's productive, to building a rental portfolio, how many houses would you have? Or starting a restaurant, or doing something for the community, starting a nonprofit. Take all those hours you've wasted your entire life on TV, have them back. What would you do with your life right now? What would you have done with all those hours? Guys, think about it. Stop watching TV. It's the biggest waste of your life. Radio, same thing. When you're in your car, especially if you're at home, you should never be listening to radio, guys. If you're sitting in front of your computer, why would you be listening to radio? You need to be listening to self-development, building yourself, right? You need to have skills to be successful as an entrepreneur. Sales skills, negotiation, body language, learning how to build lists, learning how to do internet marketing, learning how to run numbers and do financing, guys. You're not just gonna become an overnight success in real estate where people come to you as an expert. You have to learn how to do this business. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of sacrifice. You have to read a lot of books, watch a lot of videos like you're watching, go through a ton of home study courses. Guys, it takes effort. Don't just believe that these TV shows are, these reality TV shows are how it really is, or what these people on stage at these seminar companies are telling you, guys. You're gonna have to work hard. So when you're driving around your car, be listening to educational materials, how to do sales, right? Body language, what we just talked about. Don't be listening to your favorite rapper or your favorite country star, right? This is not gonna help you. So, drinking and drugs, guys, and I'm not judging anybody, and I never will. I'm just telling you what's holding you back, right? I'm not judging y'all. I was a high-stakes poker player in my early 20s. I've seen it all, guys. I'm not judging anyone, but at the same time, don't come to me and tell me you want to be successful and you're serious. I'm tired of young guys coming to me and say, I want to be successful and I want you to teach me and change my life, yet I want to go out and party with my friends every single weekend. You are not serious. If you want to change your life and have that lifestyle that you always thought you could have, stop doing this, change your life, suck it up, become a man, right? Sleep. you're gonna have to give it up, right? At least not in full. You need sleep to function and survive. You need to basically audit your situation, figure out how many hours of sleep that you personally need to function appropriately as far as how many hours a day that you want to delegate to your business. But guys, too many of y'all sleep too damn much, right? You sleep in all day, and when things are going rough and you're having a bad day, you pull the covers over your head and you say, that's too much, I'm not gonna do this anymore, and I'm just gonna sleep until 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. How are you ever gonna be successful if you sleep all day? Guys, cut out the sleep, work more. Invest in your education. This is very important. A lot of high-level entrepreneurs in real estate have well over $100,000 in their education, and they know they didn't do it all at once, right? Because a lot of you are saying, I don't have that type of money. Well, do you have $300 to $500? Because let's put it like this. Here's a good example. It just came to me. Everywhere I go, I have people come up to me and say, Connor, I'm so serious about being a real estate investor. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I mean, if you let me come into your office, I'll work for you for free, and I'll do all this, and I'll make all the necessary sacrifices. And I have to explain to them, well, I don't have any really room for you to come into my office, and besides, we have things cranking in a way that I can't just let people jump in. It'd be too hard to like kind of, throw a crank inside of an engine, right? So I explained to them, you're gonna have to be serious. They're like, well, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I mean, seriously, any sacrifice I have to make, whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm like, well, here's the thing. We have some products. We have like a home study course. It's got 70 videos, 20 videos alone teaching you how to build your buyer's list. I mean, this is probably the best training I've come across, and I've been through a ton of home study courses, and it's really cheap. It's only a few $100s, and this is your best jump start besides watching the free videos and reading books and going to your REI clubs. If this is not enough, you have to take the next level. That's the step where you go into the home study course level, right? And they say, okay, well, let me think about it. I'm like, you just told me you're willing to do everything that you have to do to be successful, and I'm almost speechless like right now thinking about it, because they say I'm willing to do everything to be successful, but they can't put up a few $100s for a home study course to buy wisdom that nobody's ever going to take away from them. So guys, you have to look at the education business like this. If you're serious, you're going to have to pay for education, straight up. You're never going to get it. You're going to get a lot for free on these channels, but guys, people aren't just going to share with you the top level secrets that they've spent years of their life and hundreds of thousands of dollars or more learning. So when I look at a home study course, this is how I look at it. If I'm going to jump into wholesaling, and that's my specific strategy, and they're $500 a piece, and I buy 20 of them, that's $10,000, right? Now, if only one course out of 20 courses taught me how to do one wholesale deal for $10,000, I break even, and I have 20 home study courses in my mind that nobody's ever going to take away from me, even if I go broke again. So only 1 out of 20 has to be a good one. And most of them are pretty good, guys, to be honest. I've not been through really, really bad ones. And even the really, really bad ones that I would consider bad are still pretty dang good, right? So that's how you have to look at it. 1 out of 20, the other 19 could basically be empty. You get the box, you plug it in, it's a blank screen, right? If 1 out of 20 makes you $10,000, you're free rolling going forward. So that's how you have to look at things. That's how successful people look at things. They look at things a little bit differently, where most people are saying, wow, $300, $500 is a lot of money. But guys, if you're saying you're serious and you're willing to do anything and you won't put up $300 to change your life, you are not serious. How do you expect to change your life when you get to marketing, right? Are you going to be able to put up $300 on a marketing campaign? Because if you can't even do that to change your education and buy the most valuable thing to you, which is wisdom, how are you going to put up $5,000 when you do a big mail campaign? You're never going to pull the trigger, so you're never going to be successful as a real estate investor, especially a wholesaler, because marketing is gambling. If you can't pull that money out, you should just not jump into business, guys. So this is a real problem for a lot of people. If you can't pull that money out and take a chance, be very, very careful. Time. You have to take a risk with your time. You're gonna have to go intern for someone. You're gonna have to basically drive around town and figure out the business and take a lot of time risk, knowing you're not gonna get a return for a while. You're gonna have to spend the time reading the books, watching the YouTube channels like you're doing now, with no guarantee that you're gonna be successful. You're gonna have to read the vlogs. You're gonna have to listen to podcasts, guys. You're gonna have to go through the home study courses. It takes a lot of time. It's the main reason people do not become successful overnight. It takes most people 6 months to a year before they really start closing a lot of deals. It's because the education phase. They're putting all their money or all their time into learning the business instead of actually doing the business. So you're gonna have to basically give up big amounts of your time. Now, bad relationships. This could be a spouse, a girlfriend, children, parents, best friends, guys. There's a lot of bad people that are gonna try to hold you back and pull you back. A lot of people do not wanna see you succeed. I see people sacrifice or sabotage people all the time because they don't want that other person to succeed. And it's a shame, guys. Do not let bad influences in your life hold you back. Do what you want to do with your life. Set big goals and set big dreams and become successful. Now, all that being said, that was kind of a long way to get to this, but let's talk about proactive and reactive marketing, because this is very, very important. So proactive marketing is where we're actively going after a lead, right? So that would be something like cold calling, where we pick up the phone and call this. We're proactively calling this individual. MLS deals, we're actually going through the MLS on our own energy, on our own accord, and we're looking for deals that we can market to or make offers on, contacting that real estate agent, submitting offers. We have HUD Homes, which is the HUD Home Store, government auction or foreclosure properties, FHA foreclosures, auction sites, calling for sale by owners, or sending them ads or whatever you're gonna do to contact them. Door knocking, relationship, referral marketing, guys. These are all types of proactive marketing. So when you look at the difference between proactive and reactive marketing, you have two spectrums, right? So you have proactive marketing and reactive marketing. Reactive marketing is kind of like throwing a fishing line in the water and letting things react to it, right? So we have bandit signs. You go put bandit signs out and you sit there and hope someone calls you. You have billboards, SEO. You put ads out there and your website's out there through pay-per-click. You have ads on Craigslist, you run ads, and you're waiting for people to react to those ads and call you. Radio ads, TV ads. So there's two different types of strategies. You can spend time proactively going after or aggressively going after leads, or you can throw some marketing out there through ads and newspaper articles and let people respond to you. So which one is better? Well, right now, reactive ads in my market are getting me really, really big deals. And here's why. So I'm getting really big deals off reactive marketing as compared to proactive marketing because of the pressure you put on the seller. So a really good example is a really good deal right now that we're working on that we're probably gonna make close to $100,000 on is this. This deal came to me and the individual was going through foreclosure. She had all over her door every single day people going and putting notes on her door, putting them on the back of the garage, and they're still putting them on there, to be honest, and this property has already been bought, but they're putting notes on their door, proactively going after, aggressively going after. But people who are in foreclosure don't want people to know their business. They don't want it all aired out to the world, and they don't like feeling like they're being hunted. So she came to me through my website, through an SEO lead, because she had control of her life. She contacted me, reached out to me, called me, instead of me hunting her down, which allowed me more freedom to negotiate with her and get that deal because she felt like the control was in her hands, if that makes sense. So sometimes, guys, getting in a position with a referral lead or a reactive type of lead, guys, is a lot easier to stand in front of that homeowner and get the house under contract. Now imagine if, you and I went after the same deal, but the seller's mother called me to come over and make an offer, and the seller called you off a bandit sign. Who's gonna get the deal if we both offer the same amount? I'm referred by the mother, you're referred by a bandit sign. Think about that. So reactive marketing, in my opinion, is a lot stronger way to get deals. And kind of, guys, you have to look at it like this. When you start marketing, you're gonna have time and money. So all of you are in different phases of your business right now. So you either have a lot of money or a lot of time. And so here's a spectrum. You gotta look at it like this. If you don't have a lot of time or you don't have a lot of money, you're gonna have to use different strategies. So if you don't have a lot of money, you're gonna have to do something free, like cold calling. But you have a lot of time, so you can call a lot of people, pick up the phone and call them. You have free time to do free Craigslist ads. So you spend all your time placing as many ads a day. I was putting like 300 ads out a day when I started my business. It's a little harder to do that now because of the spamming and protections on Craigslist. But guys, there are free ways to build your business. You're gonna have to do a lot of that, making offers off the MLS, guys. If you have a lot of time, but not a lot of money, that's what you're gonna have to do. But on the other side of the spectrum, if you have a lot of money, but not a lot of time, which is what happens as you become more successful. As you start to make more money and more money comes into your business, you start using that money to buy back your time, and you have a lot of money, so you can go put up a billboard, right? It does not take a lot of time to put up a billboard, but it costs a lot of money. On a good highway, my market is $5,000 a month, right? It's expensive to run radio ads, but if I wanted to tomorrow, I can write a basic radio ad, go down and record it. A few hours later, they're up and running, but I have to write a big check. Pay-per-click ads. Put together an ad, but put a big credit card bill up there, and you're gonna have a bunch of ads running right in front of the community instantly, but it costs a lot of money. So you have to look at things and weigh things out. Time versus money. Time and energy versus money, right? So how much money do you have in your business? Look at your business, say I have X amount of money to go towards finding buyers, finding sellers, finding JV partners, running my business as far as daily operations, email lists or email servicers like MailChimp or Aweber, how much money you're gonna have for DocuSign and programs that you just need to run your business, guys, and break it down. Do not just run your business where you kind of just say, I don't know how much money I'm coming in every month, and I'm just gonna spend stuff on stuff randomly. Guys, you need to know where every dollar goes, because if you're not tracking your business and cost per lead and where your leads are coming from, you're never gonna get out of the rat race. And guys, if you're not serious and you're not willing to cut out the TV, radio, drugs, and drinking, sleep less, and take some more sacrifices with your time, energy, money, if you're not willing to invest in your education, give up some of your time, and get rid of those bad relationships, you are not serious, you're not an entrepreneur. Please be smart about this, guys. This is not just jump in and live that great lifestyle. It's those who give up a lot of their life and sacrifice really hard for usually about a 3 to 5 year period. Most people, it takes 5 to 7 years from my experience knowing a lot of successful investors. They give up a lot for 5 to 7 years, but for the next 30, 40 years, they do whatever they want. So think about that, guys. Are you serious? If you like today's video, go and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.